Welcome to the weekend show with Mediumjay. You see you see the chain, you see the fucking watch, the fucking shades, the hat to match. Well, it's yellow. Yellow hat, it ain't yellow diamonds, look like PP. Bitches on Yo, welcome to the weekend show. You know what the fuck going on, man. A whole lot of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of bullshit going on in this rap industry. We got a lot of news. But before we get into that, I want to say thank you to Trouble Child for coming on the pod last week. It was a good pod. Got a bunch of clips too. It's funny, and fucking we're making each other laugh the whole pod. It was nice. If you didn't check that out, check the recent pod. And shouts out to Trouble Child 2 for putting on that show, Trouble Mania. He had WWE the whole night. It was a fun night, man. It was, big fucking shout out to all the artists that came out, everybody that popped up, everybody that was in the crowd. It was nice, man. It was actually a fun time, man. It's funny, man. Like, all my friends, I gave my friends and family like 2 months, bro. Give them all 2 months. That's a long time to go, hey, man, just pop up for August 31st. You know what I mean? We hit the motherfuckers in June, right? In June. These motherfuckers. And like, everybody was like, generic excuse. And I go, nigga, did you just say generic excuse? Like, I get that we're not famous and everything, but I'm like, man, this thing is like, especially now to get people out after the coronavirus bullshit and how everybody's just like, there's a lot of people that just love to just sit at home and do an X addiction. They'd sit at home and drink, sit at home and smoke weed. I like to sit at home and play video games. And it's going to be tough, I think, for the next few generations of people that are trying to come up, right? Like, this is like rap game, the rap game. 50 Cent said it best on a D12 song. His rap game. I'm selling my soul for this rap game. But here's the thing about this rap game. It doesn't fucking matter now. Like, you could be a rich person and you can buy your fame, right? Like, Young Thug, this is coming out. Young Thug was on the jail. The internet's going crazy because he's like snitching. Everybody's going, oh, he's snitching and doing all this stuff. And I go, he's a rapper, bro. Every rapper essentially snitches even on themselves. You know what I mean? You got a story to tell. And the good rappers tell it well, right? Like, so when you're talking, you're talking about stuff, you know what I mean? It's very hard to talk at yourself in circles and make absolutely no sense and have the police confused. I'm good at that, though. Y'all niggas are never gonna find the bodies, by the way. See? I accidentally snitched on myself, but it was just a joke. But it's like one of those things where Young Thug literally is like in an argument with all these rappers or whatever. Everybody's like, and he's going like, well, fuck. And he's like, Aaron, I guess the police started releasing the fucking tapes or something. They're like, the FBI is dropping his jailhouse phone recordings, which is stupid because anybody that's fucking in jail, that fucking phone, literally every time, it's like, dude, hey, by the way, when you're making a call, just make sure that we're recorded and monitored, and it literally could be used against you. Everything you say on that phone. And I knew a dude. I was in jail, and he was on the phone trying to set up a pickup because he was supposed to go to like a sober living house, and he's like, man, I don't want to go to sober living, bro. I love doing like meth. I love tweaking, right? He's one of those niggas. So he was like, man, fuck this. I'm gonna get this guy's mom to pick me up, and then we're gonna skirt off, and I'm not, you know what I mean? And then they just like, they straight up, it was literally like, he made all the plans on the jailhouse phone, and literally when it was time for him to like walk away from, there's like a van for the sober living, and there's like his, the guy's mom's car pulled up, and he just tried to walk, and they just said, you know what, you're going back into lockup. You're in because you literally tried to like run away from your like weird plea deal that you had. So he was like, you're fucked. Like it was like it's the dumbest shit because you could have got just sober living. You run away from sober living, you know, halfway through when no one's looking. You know what I mean? You don't do it while you're leaving the jail cell. You know what I mean? It's stupid, but and then some of these rappers are fucking retarded, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of these dudes are fucking weird. Young Thug said he was it's $50,000 for a number one. He's like, I gave Gunna a number one, and I was like, yo, Gunna was okay. Gunna's nice on a mic, but I was wondering like how the hell did this nigga beat The Weeknd that same week, right? And it was only $50,000, and you go, The Weeknd's budget doesn't allow for $50,000. You know what I mean? How did he not just put up? Oh shit, he's putting up more. Like essentially, it's like a game of fucking flex. Like it's like I'm putting down 50. You got, and then Spotify hits you out like, hey, this guy put down 50. You got 60K? Do you guys going once, going twice? Okay, he gets the number one, right? Like, it seems so phony, bro. The rap game is so phony, bro. And like, this is no disrespect to anybody specifically. It's just the trajectory that we've gone on, right? With this internet shit, all of the internet is weird, right? Like, and the more you try to get a hold on being, I don't know, like that streamer influencer lifestyle, the more it just becomes ridiculous, right? Like, we partner with these brands. The brands make us do some goofy shit, like Sydney Sweeney or now Mr. Beast. Again, Mr. Beast is literally going like, I bought the NFL. And you go, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like, you know how stupid this generation, because people didn't, I go, it's impossible that this guy, one guy, that the NFL, here's the thing, the commissioner of the NFL just went, yeah, okay, we're literally, it has to be hundreds of billions of dollars, the NFL, right? Like, the billions of dollars, multifaceted franchise. There's no way that Mr. Beast, you know, giving, you know, rounding up 10,000 homeless people and putting them in a fucking warehouse and then having them fight over hot dogs for 10 grand. There's no way that this guy, Mr. Beast, is some. It's all just a manipulated fucking weird money laundering scheme for Israel, bro. These streamers are backed by Israel. It's crazy. If you do the research, you know what I mean, you tend to find out some stuff that makes you sound insane. The worst thing I could do for my career right now is read Mark Carney's book, because I'll read some shit and I'll probably say it on the podcast once I do. You know, Mark Carney's values, right? It's really boring, but there's so many words in here that he's probably accidentally spilled the secrets of his true intentions of what he wants to do with Canada. Because once again, no one even gives a fuck. No one cares. We're in this weird zone where I gotta put on a fancy watch and Shane some sunglasses so people will listen to me, right? We're in this weird zone where it's not so much Orwellian, because it's a nanny state and you're governed by this and that, and it's not so much like, you know, it's not so much this weird dystopian Black Mirror episode, but people are starting to talk like they do on the internet. Like they're talking like, we were at the show. I remember. I think we were at the show, and there was like a homeless guy, and he was yelling at the fucking artist, right? And I'm like, yo, we're all hip hop artists. I'm like, yo, I was there like, oh, no one's gonna do anything. Like, I'm not gonna fucking be the guy. Like, I'm like, yo, he's like, we could all fuck him up right now outside, man. Catch us outside. We're all hip hop artists. And I was like, oh yeah, nobody's about this life. I forgot. They go, oh shit, you know what I mean? I'm the like being the guy that goes, you know what? I'm actually, if some guy's talking shit, you know, like what, you know, what's up, right? Like just walk up, like, hey, if you want, we could do this. There's a homeless guy just yelling crazy, and I go, nobody's doing anything. I did the calculations. I'm not gonna be the guy to just punch out a homeless guy, right? Everyone just kind of was quiet, and then some girl was like, chat, is this real? Like, what is this guy saying? And I was just like chat, saying chat is like popularized because so many people stream and ask their people in the messages to leave a message, and you want to, when they're streaming something on a video game or something like that, they ask their chat, is it real, or is this or chat, you know, you ask your basically your fans a question, but it's a weird, man, we're living in a weird, disconnected, we're more connected than ever via technology, but we're more disconnected ever than like physical reality, which sucks, right? Like, you could have I've had conversations with women so many times that like I'm like, this is going amazing, and then they go, yeah, by the way, I have a, like, not a boyfriend, or I have personal issues and this, and I'm like, I don't know if you're looking for Mr. Right, but whenever you're looking for, you become Mrs. Wrong, right? Like, these women have these like, nothing's perfect, but on the internet you can be perfect, right? So like, if you're looking for a person like Drake manufactured what, I don't know what this nigga did. I don't know who this nigga, like, I don't know what the, you know, Kendrick Lamar made the greatest diss in history, and no one talks about it. People talk about Not Like Us. They don't talk about Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams is hard to listen to. Like, I've listened to Dance with the Devil. I've listened to straight up murder music where a guy killed a motherfucker and then hopped in the booth and rapped about it, right? And it was, you know what I mean? Like, hardcore shit, right? You listen to all this shit in hip hop, right? Meet the Grams is one of those songs, right? You listen to it again. I'm gonna probably listen to it again, you know what I mean? And probably at the end of the night, you know, when I'm hiding under the covers and the boogeyman can't get me. But it's one of those songs where, like, it's like a first, right? You have to hear, you know, Biggie and the Pox, and you know, you listen to all those disses. 50 Cent disses, Eminem disses are crazy. When he was beefing with Mariah, I thought that was the one time when you shouldn't have really. The one time Eminem kind of lost, right? Like, because I thought after that song "Obsessed with Me," I didn't actually know the full picture that Eminem was. Because that was like, she painted it like, but I think she was the pursuer, and Eminem was like, I just wanted a one night stand. And I think with Eminem too, Eminem has this thing. He's got a movie coming out, Stands. He perfected, like, almost fanboying thing, like, and it's almost like when it's like the perfect illusion or cloak and dagger, where it's like, don't get too close to me because I can just label you as a stan. Like, his fans are stans, right? And Stan was obsessed with him, right? But like, if you're up there, you're just part of this public zeitgeist. I highly doubt well, there might be. I don't think anyone cares anymore. I think. Well, I guess there are some stalkers. There probably are. Like, probably got weirder because nowadays, especially like with me, I give myself out to the internet. I bet there's maybe some weird femcel women out there that go like, you know, where is he gonna be? You know what I mean? Like, follow him. But for me, if there was a stalker, right, I just go, listen, man, I am willing to die for you. let's do everything together. Let's get married. You know what I mean? Like I would for the stalker, right? Like that Robert Patterson shit. Robert Patterson had thing. He's like, there was some girl that was obsessed with me, and then I took her out for dinner, and then just was like talked about me all the time. Just was a horrible turn off, right? And I'm really good at turning women off, like to the point where like it's like I build up something. Like there's the hot and cold manufactured illusion of like you can stir up all their emotions, anger, love, this, sadness, regret, this and that. There's a lot more emotions on the negative side, right? You got happy, you know what I mean? Happy, joyful, horny, and maybe lust and love. And then there's like anger, depression, suicidal tendency, you know, the regret. You know, you could list off a whole bunch like that. When those there's a lot of pills that try to make you happy, but the side effects are a lot. You know what I mean? The side effects you can make, and that's what love is, right? You give, as long as you can provide happiness to somebody, you could you could treat them like garbo, you know? And that's what I think Drake is doing to his core fan base, right? Like his core fan base is like, well, he makes good music and that's all I care about. And I go, I think nowadays with Chat GPT and AI, I think everybody's making good music. All y'all motherfuckers are cheating. Y'all cheating. There's no way. There's some rappers that were dumb, really dumb, and all of a sudden they got really good bars, right? Yeah, motherfuckers are, and there's all these ads I'm getting, right? I don't know, man. Instagram is weird because, well, I got an ad for cocaine. Like, I got a straight up ad, like, it's like, yo, you want to buy a brick of cocaine? We got cocaine, fentanyl, mushrooms, shrooms, acid, weed, speed, heroin, ecstasy, anything you need, bro. Then we have that online. And I was like, what is this? I went to the site, and it's literally like, yo, you want to get, like, 300 grams of cocaine real quick? And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And it's like, it's 100% pure, uncut, not stepped on. And I'm like, this is crazy that like we're living in a and it's probably backed by crypto. It's probably actually like legit, right? They're like, oh, it'll come in like it'll come in one of those fucking creatine powder things where it's like even if the government stops them, they look, it's like a powder of, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, it's unmarked. Oh, it's just some weird like Chinese or African creatine coming, you know what I mean? No name on it. Okay, whatever. They test them. Oh, it's actually cocaine, right? I thought that was weird, but I also seen this. I'm getting these Instagram reels where it's like, or Instagram ads or sponsors or whatever, and I think they're bots, man. I think a lot of bots are just like, I think ads now are literally AI made things. Like they'll have maybe the actors that they had signed on or whatever. They'll just steal people's identities, right? They have ads that are made with AI, and AI sets up the routing process to get to you. So if you're like a rapper, right, you get ads about rap, but instead of a guy tailor making an ad for you now, it's just made with AI, right? So these ads are getting weird. I'm seeing some of these weird ads when scrolling on Instagram. It's really dystopian. Like it's like when you're playing GTA and you go and sit down and you watch the ads in the game and it's like a parody of an ad. It's like, hey, artist, are you having trouble writing your rhymes? Listen, all you have to do is write 2 or 3 words into the fucking the prompt, and it'll come out with a whole song for you. And I'm sitting at home going like, well, what's the point, right? Like, what's the point of you? Like, I think the whole thing about art in general is there should be some sort of pain or suffering attached to it. There should be like my pain is that these fuckers have been fucking me for so long. I should be number one, but no one will tell you that you have to pay $50K except for Young Thug, that you have to pay $50K for a fucking number one. And now that I realized that, I was like, wow, Because back in the day, I could have spent $1,000 and got fucking 1 million fake views on YouTube. Now that price has been jacked up because you know why? You know why? A lot of people are fucking paying. A lot of people are paying those fake views. Motherfucker gets 2,000 views in one day, but he's nobody. You go, you don't even have 2,000 followers on whatever. You don't even have 2,000 whatever. But you're bragging about 2,000 views. You go, And your post has 10 people liking it. You go, You know what I mean? Where's play that Dexter? I'm on to you guys, right? Like you go, these guys got fucking millions of fucking whatevers, and you go, but you only got 100, 200, 300, okay, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 followers. You're like, but you got, you know what I mean? You got these videos with all these views, right? And I'll be honest, man, I paid for those views, right, on my YouTube, some of them, back in the day, because but it worked. Here's the thing, it works, right? Like if you have a video that's 1 million, it doesn't even really matter if there's no comments on it. You just turn off the comments if you can't get any comments, or you got to buy the package with the fake comments on it. But it's weird because it worked. Like I remember in high school, everyone was like, "Yo, he's got 50,000 views on YouTube, right?" Like, and I was just like, this is so like, I'm like this. I honestly admit, but I keep those videos up just so I could tell this story right here. I admit I fucked up because I realized I don't care. I was like, oh, I'm the guy now, but I don't care. Like, I don't care if people like me. And maybe I'll drop music to nobody. I have to actually get angry. And I think Spotify, Apple, they know that they're going to get my best product from me if I'm in the dark with absolutely no sunshine. And when I'm actually about to kill myself, they open up the floodgate for one day, and I get 1,000 people listening to me, which I looked at it and I keep bragging about it on the podcast, which is probably fucking up my algorithm. And I'm putting, because they just go, well, he's happy with a couple thousand. I would be happy with 1 million. I'd be happy with 1 billion. I'd be happy with a cool trilly. 1/3 of the world liking and knows who I am. Please, Spotify algorithm, YouTube, monetization, network key, SSID, whatever. Please, guys. I'm tired of calling bullshit on all of this shit. I'm tired of calling bullshit on Drake with his fucking bullshit Bobby podcast. They're sitting in a bed just chilling, talking about the salon. You know what I mean? It's white women talk. And Drake is so good at code switching. He might as well be fucking Inspector Go-Go Gadget with his coat, bro. You know what I mean? He just fucking, he changes each and every, like a chameleon, right? Just not even like, whatever he's doing, he's that. He's that for that. But this weird thing with Kendrick, and it strikes, because Kendrick hasn't done anything socially. I like it. I respect it. There's an air of mystery to an artist where you can actually go, he's an artist of being an artist. Let the artist be an artist, right? Y'all niggas doing too much. There's, you pop up with the photos, and there's always the photo. It's hip hop, right? You got the photos. You put on the jewelry, fake chain, fake watch. You do what you need to do. You hire a model, have her shake her ass. Okay. When you're doing a whole podcast where you're talking about fucking doing your nails and getting your hair did, Drake, please don't end that said podcast with an average white woman that I don't know how she's literally, her thing is being a bitch. Her thing is being super passive aggressive. That's why Drake is so passive. Like, they're both like passive aggressive. And it's like, yo, I was watching it up until a point where I felt my estrogen levels rising. I'm like, yo, I'm getting eggs, and you know what I mean? I'm getting fucking estrogen shit. My testosterone's lowering, and I'm like, oh, I'm growing man tits. You know what I'm saying? It's the first stage in becoming a transsexual. When you watch Drake, every time you watch Drake talk for more than 20 minutes, I've said this before. I've said it before. Every time you watch Drake in any interview, if you're a free thinker, if you read a book, if you read one book, I'm not even saying read. If you've read one book, maybe in high school back in the day, there's a lot of niggas that even now, right now, they don't read, right? And they can't read. A lot of motherfuckers that just can't read, right? And I don't mean niggas, I mean white people, black people, Spanish niggas. I don't know if any Asians ever can't read. I don't know. I'm gonna be real. Maybe every Asian has the ability to read either their language or any kind of language. I haven't seen an Asian that wasn't able to read. There might be, actually. There's probably some dumb Asians that they don't talk about, right? But our dummies, we elevate them to the fucking stratosphere because for whatever reason, Israel runs America and Canada and the world, essentially. And they bring the dummies up. They want the destruction of the culture, so they want most people just working. There's actually a 4-step plan. It's the schools teach you how to just do nothing but work. Then the second you work your ass off day in and day out till eventually you get hurt. Once you get hurt, you become hooked on your big farmers gotcha. You're now just a slave to that, and then it's they get money. You know what I mean? That's the end. That's literally. Don't you think that's weird? Don't you think that is some of the most evil shit? And then you go and you watch all of these people that are famous, and you go, oh shit, we're like literally meant to just work, come home, and watch a screen, right? And I know that I always talk about this. You're watching a screen, and I'm talking about watching a screen, and obviously you have to watch me to get this information. But it's also like sometimes you gotta hop in the lake. And the lake, you look at the lake. Sometimes the lake is kind of dirty on the bottom. There's mud, and hop in the lake to wash yourself off, right? It is what it is. But there's no chlorine, right? And you splash the actual lake water in your face. It's not that stepped on shit that they're pumping in our taps, right? Brita filter, baby. But when you go home from a late day's work and you watch nothing but garbage, like Drake's podcast, because he signed Bobby, by the way. There's a rumor floating around that he did. Like, it's obvious, right? He is her first interview on her shitty podcast. She had all of these rappers come on, right? All these rappers doing things, right? There's no way that any rapper would, like, you watch her content and you go, okay. And like they probably came on with the idea of not knowing her. Everybody has this weird passive aggressive, like, I would go, like, if I was on her podcast, right? This we'll just play for a little bit. Mediumjay, a guy that talks like this with a lot of inflection. I would look at her and I would start shaking her. I would literally go, listen, I'm not trying to be sexual with you. I'm not trying to be physical with you, but I'm like, yo, are you a human being in there? Bobby Adolf or whatever, Adtoff. I would shake her. I'd go, listen, wake up, unplug from the Matrix, Trinity. You are a human being. Stop acting like everything sucks. Stop acting like you're too good for everything and you're doing a podcast on your bed. Bitch, get a table, you know what I mean? Wear some actual fancy clothes. Stop looking like, you know what I mean? Stop looking like you're too good for everything. And whatever you're doing to Drake, I don't know what it is. I don't know if you're brainwashing his pussy or what. No, sorry. I don't know if you're doing anything like that. But you're fucking up our culture. You're fucking up hip hop in general. You're making hip hop look like a joke, right? And maybe that is what it is, right? It is probably funded by Israel, by the way. The downfall is here, man. Everything is fake. If 50% of bots are on the internet, right? and that was last 2 months ago, right? That was the stats from the summer, bro. I think we have bots creating bots, bro. We're in this weird zone where nothing's real. Everybody that's real gets suppressed. It's impossible to break out. It's impossible, right? If I put out an ad for 9 to 5, if I put out a 24/7 ad that reaches all around the world, everybody's smartphone, like it's, I think even after like one of those important message alerts where you get those like so and so has been kidnapped, right? Call the police, call the fire alarm, whatever. There's crazy fires, evacuation. Give it a minute, guys. These fucking... This is the weirdest alarm I've ever heard. Never heard it before, but I'm on to something. Alright, just call. It's ridiculous. Forgot what I was gonna say. That's how it goes. They mind swiped me, guys. I was gonna say something. It's impossible, though, that every single person... Okay, I was gonna say. With one of those, like, if I had an ad where everybody's phone got hit and said, hey, check out my music, I know that it might bump up to 20 to 30, maybe even I might get to 40,000 people. And that's weird, right? Because you go, I fucking secured millions and millions of people all across, even if it's just Canada and the USA. You know, how much people, there's 300, 400 million people in America. There's 20 million people in Canada. That's a wild statement to make, but I think there's like 20, maybe 50 million. Well, we actually brought in a lot of East Indians, so might be 100 million in Canada. Up in, there might be some motherfuckers up in the woods, unaccounted for. A lot of people on the res and all that stuff and unaccounted for that don't have any birth certificate or anything. But that's how it goes, right? And it's a wild statement to make, but it's like, if I could advertise specifically to everybody, I think the fucking thing would suppress. If you could buy fake views, I think nothing is real. You can't, like, life is balanced, right? We all live on the planet. If you do something here gets affected. So the real people doing real shit go like, all right, they're not getting views. They're not paying, they're not getting views, right? And you go like, hey man, like, I know for a fact more people, like at least a dozen people clicked on my thing. There's still 0 views. I know for a fact, dude, you could sit on 0 views, but 2 likes? What? You know what I mean? They liked it twice, at least, you know what I mean? Start the momentum going, and you look after a couple days, 0 views. And you go, what? How is it that, like, 0, like, I don't know. It's 10 comments and only 4 views. You go, what? But if you pay these motherfuckers, they go, all right, shoot it to the moon, bro. Here's 100,000 views or whatever. You know what I mean? You got the number 1, right? YouTube will. I think you can just pay YouTube to say that you have a number 1, and people will go, wow, this is a number 1, and it goes, the views don't reflect it. You go, it's 0 views. How like everybody watch? You know what? YouTube, make it so that all my views stay at 0. Don't even, you know what I mean? Even when it's popular, it's this, and I'm touring around the world. I'm opening for Kendrick. It'd be Kendrick. I wouldn't open for Drake specifically because I would honestly rob that nigga. I would rob him. I would go, yeah, Drake, that's cool, and I'd run his pockets. I'd go, yeah, man, how's it going? And I'd be like trying to be like a pickpocket, right? I'd just run his pockets real quick. You know, you run off. I'd be chilling with Drake in the studio, and I go, yeah, work on that thing, and I'm like, yo, it's hoodies, you know, OVO hoodies, chains, necklaces, you know, that fake Tupac chain. Run it, bro. I'd rob that nigga, man. And I wouldn't. Well, it's not rob. It's more theft or whatever. Because I wouldn't obviously. Because if you can't caught robbing Drake, he'd probably sit down and go, "How could you?" You know what I mean? He'd have his goons there, and he'd just go, "How could you, man? You broke my heart." He would start. I think he would start singing. I think he'd start singing to you, and you just go, "Come on, man. This is unnecessary. This is a little unnecessary. I just trying to." I was trying to get a band, bro. I was trying to get a bag, bro, real quick. Just robbing you. But all jokes aside, man, I just think it's weird. Drake is doing weird activities where it's not even hip hop adjacent. This girl, and again, these people, you know, Bobby, Adolf, what's his name, Mr. Beast. K Senate, I Show Speed, you know what I mean? Johnny Sommelier, that guy got fucked up in China, or no, he was in Japan, and those motherfuckers do not like you, right? But it was weird because it's like a whole push for the internet to like not like them, right? Like it's like it's almost like it's just a weird thing where you have to keep paying into this thing. Because when Mr. Beast was on Joe Rogan, he said, I continuously just keep giving money to this thing. And I go, what? I keep putting money into my business and my this and my that. And I go, but honestly, the end goal is him just making videos that I look at and then swipe really fast by. Oh, he's doing, okay. You know, okay, and he's rich off of it, right? But it's the same, isn't it the same exact price as some guy, you know, I mean, like what I'm doing right now, that people go look and go, oh, cool. Wow, Mr. Beast is doing something cool. How does that generate, like, honestly speaking, we're so cooked in our economy. How does me doing, oh, sweet. Okay, I'll touch my screen. I'm touching my screen, giving him a like, which sends the algorithm to make sure that he has 14 cents. Like what, like, okay, now I'm commenting, which I'm tapping my screen even more, you know, to symbolize that I really like this. Ooh, I really like this. Heart, flame, kissy face emoji, send it. And that gave him 50 cents, right? How does that generate money? How does having kids on iPads every day, not skipping past the ad, generate money, right? People go, great, because these businesses go, we got all these views from this thing. We're pumping. End of the day, someone has to be buying something, right? There has to be some sort of physical money in exchange for products that you get. But it's the biggest data heist in history, baby. I don't understand how sitting at home all day and all night scrolling is beneficial to companies like Meta, Twitter, Snapchat. You know, how, like, I get the ad revenue place thing, but again, these businesses, I guess, steal money from the people that sit on their phone all day. They're working, they're working for some bullshit company. And the reason why inflation's so bad and all this stuff, you know what I mean? There's something that we're missing. They're getting our wires crossed. They're not connected. Because there's no way that when I was on the podcast early, right? And I was like, oh shit, it now hit 1 million. That Bobby and Drake interview hit 1 million in a day. Exactly 1 million. Let's just be real. He hit exactly 1 million in a day. It's crazy. On Spotify, there was exactly 60 comments. All looked like they were paid for. On the video on Spotify. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think it's all fake. I think it's all fake. Haven't heard anybody talk about anybody except if you're on the internet. If you're in the realm, you have to keep up with it. Like, I do a podcast, I keep up with these bullshit people. But regular people now, I think we're stuck in this weird popularity contest. Like, oh, Mr. Beast is the cool guy. He's the guy that, you know what I mean? He's the cool guy that does, you know what I mean? He's the guy that, you know what I mean? He brings the fucking special kid, and he buys them some shoes, right? And everyone claps in the gymnasium, and he goes, thank you. Hey, listen, hey, special guy, stay away from me. Hey, get over there. Hey, listen, this is my time, all right? You know what I mean? You got your cool shoes, you got your fresh Air Maxes or whatever. Anyways, guys, like, welcome. Like, it's like, they love me and what I do for the fucking losers, right? Like, Mr. B, like, being a charity guy, it's genius. It's genius to just go, I am a guy that gives people things. Anyways, now hop in that jet, stay in there for fucking 2 weeks, and once you get out, you can keep that fucking jet. Like, it's like he's essentially might as well just run a prison. This the Stanford prison experiment with Mr. Beast. We've got 100 guards. He actually, know what? He actually just did that. He did. There's one where he's like, he got like guards and prisoners, and the longer you stay, the more money you get. Which is like, we're cooked, right? Because like, money is so hard to come by nowadays that we've created this weird, like, we're creating a good hit comedy TV show right now. It's the Squid Games, right? Squid Games, they said, is coming to America. This is the real deal. I watched Squid Games the first time. I go, these guys are gonna do that. These rich you sit at home and you're like, wow. Like, as a rich guy, you go, wow, this is fucking, like, we have to somehow make this. Crash the economy. Everybody's actually broke. Even when you're working 3 jobs, you're still struggling. But then you got a guy like Mr. Beast, which many people go, he's the devil. His name's Mr. Beast. The Beast is, the Beast. You get the mark of the Beast, right? And it's, you get fucking Mr. Beast tatted on you. You're fucked. You know what I mean? Motherfucker, Medusa. Hit him with the Medusa fade, bro. Hit him with the Medusa look. Like, yo, turn these niggas to stone because, yo, these niggas are snakes. These niggas are snakes, man. I don't think Mr. Beast is real. He might be Satan. He might be, right? Because having this weird thing, right, where people are poor enough that they're gonna humiliate themselves for your content, and you now own the content, right? It's essentially like slavery. It's slavery with extra steps, right? We have people so broke and so poor and this and that and isolated and desperate to pay their bills and just pay off their rent, right? You don't own anything anyways, but wouldn't it be nice if you had maybe 6 or 7 months of rent payments, right, in your bank, right? Which is literally only like $4,000 or $5,000, right? I saved up enough. I got about $5,000, and I'm like, wow, right? Wow, I saved up. Wow, what can I do? Hey, bank, can I get a loan for a mortgage? They would laugh in my face, right? I need to yo, you gotta pump those numbers up, kid. I need I don't know. I literally need as a job full-time working as a truck driver, bending my back, you'd go I still, how the fuck am I still living with my mom, bro? No cap, bro. It's just nowadays, as a 30-year-old, 40-year-old, you just get used to living with your mom, bro. They said, how do you feel you differ from your parents from when they were growing up to when you're growing up? And it's like, that's a good question. Let me ask my mom. Hey, mom, hey, ma, how damn different are we? Then when she grew up, 19, left the place, bought her own place, right? Saved up with money from waitressing, right? And they tell a waitress, hey, on your own, buy a house. She bought a house on waitressing off of tips, right? And then you go well, that's crazy, but how much was a house back then? Oh, it was $4,000, right? You buy a house for $4,000, you know what I mean? at least like 50 something years ago. You buy a house. You buy a house for like, you know, I mean, 12 grand or whatever. It'd be nice too, you know. It wouldn't be like some shithole. You buy a shithole now, and it's at least 120 grand, right? So that 10x'd, right? And we had wages maybe $2, $3, right? You're making good money at $3. Probably a truck driver making like $3 an hour, right? So you'd say if it 10x'd what it was, it should 10x the salary, right? It's still about $10. So it only 50% increased. So we're fucked. The way it's going, we're fucked because the companies will always get richer. You gotta invest, guys. I put my money into stocks. Put my money into fucking, you know what I mean? You put your money, Lockheed Martin, you know, war is good up until it doesn't work, right? It's literally the Magnificent Seven. Just you could literally put all your money just into 7 stocks, right? Google, Amazon, Apple, fucking Tesla, Microsoft. Coca-Cola is one of them too. Right? Coca-Cola is not going anywhere. Pepsi, but those are drinks. So there's the tech: Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Meta. You know, you guys know there's Microsoft. Fuck, I can't remember. There's if you literally look at the best thing, the best stocks to invest in, and then you just fucking get ETFs and banks and all those things that are too big to fail too. You essentially look at a company that's been there your whole life, and you go, you know, are they getting rid of Dr. Pepper anytime soon? Are they getting rid of fucking, you know, I don't know. I watched this Facebook movie, or not Facebook, sorry, BlackBerry. I watched the BlackBerry movie about the BlackBerry phones, and I always thought BlackBerry failed because they were too secure, right? Like the whole thing about the end-to-end encryption, data messaging, was that it was like the government couldn't track it or couldn't hack it, and I was like, oh, they got rid of, like, I'm like one of those, like, you know, everything's a conspiracy guys. So I legitimately thought, like, I'm like, oh shit. So they got the iPhone, and iPhone says it's like whatever. It'll just pretend that it allows you to not track you or whatever. But I think iPhone actually does. There's like that when apps constantly ask me to track me, and I go no. I go, but then it goes in this weird thing where it's like, hey, do you want to share your location right now? There's like, hey, at any given point, you're making a post right now. You want to share your location? Go, fuck no, man. Fuck these niggas, man. Fuck. It's how people get shot, bro. If someone wants to kill me, bro, he just starts sharing your location. And I know that no one cares about me enough to shoot me, because essentially we're living in a fucking. Look at me. I'm picture perfect, right? The music I have, you see this chain on, you see this watch, I can't even tell the time because it's shining so much, right? I'm in a golden state, no Warriors, no cap. I make the greatest music. This podcast, I'll be honest. No lie, I'm not stroking myself off. I'm not trying to, you know, run out on the pod. I'm not jerking myself. I'm not jerking my own chain. I literally am a fucking god. Like, if Jesus was, you know, I'm him. I am him. I am him. I am literally telling these people the fountain of life, right? I've concocted this magical elixir called thinking, where you can take it and it's, you know what I mean? I packaged it in a rap album. It's called the Medium Pill. Download it today, right? Check it out. Every time I feel confident that we're fucked, I listen to the music. I listen to my music. Gotta listen to my podcast, right? And I go, yo, it's okay, right? Like, hey, listen, man, we've been here before. This war that we're fighting is here. It's always been here. It always has been. But many people think it's out there. Many people think there's some sort of thing that we have to stop. There's some sort of magical. It's this thing. They've created businesses. Businesses have created this weird thing where a couple, like 12 people in a boardroom, make the decisions of millions, right? They've created this weird, concocted, lab grown idea of socializing. Corporate lifestyle. It drains you when you're listening to this in doing your job or just doing any kind of business, right? Because at the end of the day, bro, you come home and you're a human being. You're gonna eat. You're probably gonna be ashamed of some shit that you've done. You're gonna be fucking looking at embarrassment. You're probably sexually attracted to somebody that you've seen that you shouldn't have because it's a no, because interpersonal office relationship and all that bullshit. And I go, listen, man, if you're a man and you're even women could listen. I've neglected my women fan base for so long, but women out there, hop on board. If you're a man, though, all of that has to you just have to take it. It's like when Superman gets punched by, when Superman was fighting the Justice League, is Superman going to a therapist after that? Like, I'm fighting with my team. I'm fighting with my. He's fucking Superman, bro. You know what I mean? And they usually only make really good characters white. It's very rare. Like the Black Panther, bro. Black Panther, they had, and that nigga got cancer, bro. That nigga got cancer so quick. Remember when Black Panther had every black guy putting up their fist like, we're proud to be black. That nigga, they gave that nigga cancer, bro. They gave that nigga, he bumped into a bitch at the party and he's like, what the fuck? Anyways, Doc, how was it? I got cancer. They gave that nigga cancer so quick, bro. But that's how it goes, man. I think anytime you lift up your own people, especially black, bro. Especially black. White people, I don't know, man. They don't want any people kind of rising up, right? White people are kind of getting, but white people have this, like, it's like you can't lift up everybody. Everybody's not meant to be lifted up. Because once everybody's lifted up, they'll realize the fucked up shit we've been doing, right? And we're perpetually in this weird motion where it's like you claw your way to the top, you fuck over everybody, you sit on your throne making decisions with a select few people that even you don't really trust. You don't really trust. You're on your throne and you're sitting back and you're going, fuck, I kind of miss just going to the grocery store and buying like a bag of chips and sitting on my fat ass. Okay, it's like you're constantly playing chess with like these people that are fucking out to get you, right? Like Putin, Putin, as much as he's reigning power and this is what he does and everything like that, it must suck. At the end of the day, it must suck. Cause like, the chicks that he's fucking, and the guys that he's running guns with, like there's a couple of assassination attempts and everything like that. Like that must suck. To just, at the end of the day, when you go home, right? Like at the end of the day, you go home and you hit your bed and you go, oh, wait a minute. Did I reroute the encryption of the passwords on my phone? Or because someone hacks my shit, they could and they can just set up a fucking wire. They can set up a drone strike, right? You know what I mean? Like it's like you lock the doors, shut the fucking you lock the doors, shut the windows, but you have those fucking I Am Legend fucking things. Speaking of like weird personalities, right? Like I don't like the internet because, dude, Will Smith. I listened to the freestyle of Will Smith. It's not bad. They marketed and a lot of fucking meme accounts spammed how this is the bounce back. Yeah. Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back. It's goofy, but Will Smith was always goofy, right? Like I don't know, like, what did you want him to be like? I got 100 guns on 100 clips. nigga, I'm from New York. You know, did you want him to just suddenly be Tupac? You know what I'm saying? Did you? I don't know, man. Will Smith was always like, it's summertime and it's where the girls like to chill. You know what I mean? Like, he was that guy. Well, I'm walking on the street and I'm walking on the street and I rhyme to the beats and he was silly and goofy. Will Smith was never meant to be whatever. Like, the freestyle was him. Like, it was him, right? I watched it. I could tell it's a freestyle just the way he started. Like, no one would start a rap like that if you written it. My buddy Taylor, he has a conspiracy where he did like 20 takes. He had a publicist and he had like a written thing. There was all this stuff, and I go, nah, man. Most likely this is the bounce back came from when he was, the people in his ear are telling him like, you gotta do this, and he's like, I'll go on freestyle a little bit, but like, I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, haven't done this shit in a while. Practice for a couple weeks, just getting the bars good. They throw on a beat and he does it, right? Like, it's easy and kind of hard to freestyle at the same time, because if you think about rap, you suck. It has to be a free-flowing, energetic feel where it's almost like, that's why I got a lot of guys on lean. You get that perfect, it's the perfect not caring, where all you can think about is just the next few rhyming schemes. So you rhyme the patterns and you talk about how it scatters and you platter and I serve them up like a platter, and then I get, and then it's like, and I'm back to my chain, hanging with the gang, fucking with the dudes doing the same thing. You're doing that, and it's easy if you don't care. Like, if I do an example, it's easy. But if you literally put me on the spot, I'm doing an interview, and then they go, yeah, we got a beat for you, and you got to rap, and it's like some beat that you're not really fucking with, like that trap beat or whatever. But with Lyrical Lemonade, you're hanging out. He's got a breakfast in front of him. He's about to eat. It's like one of those things where you go, all right, I'll do it just to fucking get you off. But it's like with freestyles, man, I feel as though like, it's literally only career ending. Eminem has some of the best freestyles out there, and no one talks about that, right? No one's going like, let's listen to that old Eminem freestyle again, where he was rapping about whatever. If it's not on a track or anything, it's like you don't really own it. It's literally a loss. If someone wants me to freestyle on anything, I'll just go like, what are you guys paying me, right? Like, if I'm getting paid to show up at a radio station. But it's like, usually I'm at the radio station to promote my shit, so they give it to me, or maybe I even have to pay for it. Nowadays, I think it's all you paying for it, right? It's just they marketed shit where everything is you paying for it. And it fucking sucks, bro. This whole life that we've built upon is fucking retarded. No, like, not to offend the retards out there, but we've created this bullshit society where no one cares about anything. You could literally be God coming down. And I mean this, like, God, if you're listening to the podcast, please come down, prove me wrong. Because I truly think that God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, Ganesh, fucking Buddha, Muhammad, all of these magical fairyland characters, Ra, you know what I'm saying, Poseidon, gods can come down and literally move the earth, and people will go, did you capture that? I didn't get it on my phone, guys. He moved the earth. I didn't capture it. Fuck, I'm going home. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I'll see you gods later. I think that's what it is. Like, I gotta film that. Oh shit, I'm putting that on my story, bro. Look at this, man. It's already got fucking 8,000 views. I just posted that. Poseidon made the, split the sea or some shit, right? Like God literally did some crazy shit. Look at that, bro, though. Like, look at that. And God's just sitting there going like, wait a minute, they're worshiping what, like the fact that they filmed me performing the miracle? I think God would just go, yeah, all right, fuck, I'm out of here, yo. Like, good luck, guys. Like, you don't want to talk to God? Like, God's sitting there, he's sitting there with the book of the Bible. He's like, I'll sign your copies, guys. Like, no, you just want the picture and leaving? I'll sign it, take a picture with God. Wow, that's crazy. I got the picture with God. It's like, yeah, you want to tell me, want me to tell you how I made the earth? God. Guys, no, you don't get. Oh, where you going? Oh shit! God's like, yeah, so we got to turn into a swan to come fuck you, baby. You know what I'm saying? And the girl's like, no, just here to take your picture, God. Oh, you so crazy. I'm like, oh Jesus, stop it. That's been the weekend show with Mediumjay. Like and subscribe. Check out the music. That's such a good concept, by the way. Like, that's like a comedy bit. Like, God comes down and everyone just wants a picture with him, right? They don't even care what he really does for a living. It's God. Literally God. They're just like, yeah, just glad. Oh, bro, check this out, bro. I got that video of God, bro. I bet someone would run up and punch God, too. And like, world star! Saw God, and he just catches it and throws him down, He's fucking God. He knew it was gonna happen, right? It's hilarious. God, hey, by the way, God, don't be angry at the jokes I made. I mean, you know what was gonna happen. I was gonna make something. I didn't know what this podcast was gonna be before I did this podcast, but the Almighty had to know. Like and subscribe. Check out the podcast. Check out the music. Check out we stream a little bit. Me and Taylor, we talk our shit. We actually played last night, and last night I didn't stream, but it's usually we stream on Twitch. Cash Leaders on Twitch. Follow Instagram, Facebook. Well, Facebook, you could it's my name. Actually, you know what? Add Jeff Herbert. Good luck finding me, by the way. Jeff Herbert is very rare name. There's like a million. Million guys with that regular ass name. But Instagram, Cash Leaders. Twitter, Cash Leaders. Twitch, Cash Leaders. Snapchat, Cash Leaders. I got rid of Mediumjay. I'm disappointed in myself, but at the same time, Mediumjay is a sole proprietor. Me, Mediumjay, the weekend show. This is a better accurate representation of what I was doing. I was acting a fool. I was actually goofy on it. And it worked to a degree. I had, a couple thousand followers. It worked. Goofy ass niggas being goofy. But I realized it's better to just be yourself. Because when you're scrolling through your Instagram and you're not liking what you see and you go, why am I doing this? Right? Like, just for like that quick laugh. It's being a joke. I was doing meme shit. It got to a point where I was depressed. Looking at what you created, and you're doing it. So just delete it. I deleted it, and then I fucking pivoted it as I was banned. So like a lot of people were like, "Yo, you got banned from," and it was like a lot of people were like, "That's like," so like my, you just kind of pivot the story, but that's my confession, God. By the way, I talk to you once in a blue moon, but it does happen. But either way, that's been the weekend show. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to probably watch UFC. I wish I was going to say, I want to end it on something funny. So we're going to sit in it. We're going to just sit in it. Now, when you cast out a pod, some days it's really good. Some days it's awesome. Other days, garbage. Some points are good, some points are low. We're hit a low point right now. This is low. I wanted to talk about actually Donald Trump. Donald Trump had this weird thing on his arm, and people are saying he's gonna die, right? And then he came out looking like Biden. I don't know if that was Photoshop or someone fucked around with the imaging, because nowadays everything could be fake, right? How do we even know Trump's a real human being, right? Live. You could fucking get him, kill him, and clone him, right? We're in this weird state where like people are like happy that I was on X and everyone was happy that this president he's going to die, and I go, but who replaces him, right? Like, let's be real. Justin Trudeau gave up and he got Mark Carney, and it takes a fucking Carney to run the circus. Canada has been a joke. We're a laughing stock. Even though there is some good that you could do with Canada, it's not all bad. I know that when Indians come here, I know this East Indian, he was working at 7-Eleven. I was delivering at 7-Eleven, right? He's like, I just moved here, my friend. Canada is beautiful, my friend. And I was going like, yeah, whatever. And I was like, well, you know, but then I walked away going like, you know what? Why am I complaining, right? He came from India, you know what I'm saying? Like, no offense, but India. I've seen the photos. You know, I've seen the million people on a train, like, holding on to it. If I had to catch a train and I had to hold on to a guy's arm, right? Like, there was so much, like, guys holding on and women holding on to the bars that I'm, like, not even able to go in. I just have to hold on to a guy's stomach. Like, I have to, like, horseback, or what's that when you're driving on a motorcycle, you're piggybacking, you're passengering a motorcycle, but it's on a train, like, and you're like just hope, like, you have to wrap your legs around his legs and you're just holding on to him, and you're just like, hey, you're going to how much longer? 2 more hours? India. The great India. Glad I came to visit. Oh, I'm slipping. You just die, bro. Just scrape up, and then it's like you gotta walk the tracks for a fucking 2-hour train ride is like 3 days walk, right? Like, it's like that's the weekend. That's it. It's just India. It's just India. No, but when he was talking, right? He was talking about. It's like India, you know, this Canada's beautiful, it's clean. And I never really thought about it like that. Like, it's really clean. Canada's nice. Yeah, there's fucking some homeless. But for the most part, you step outside and you go out into the country too. Go out into the country. I remember I used to fucking, when I would like quit smoking, like I started vaping a little bit. I quit vaping. But once you're in the country, or you go to Kenora or these small towns, and you just breathe in the air, right? You take a deep breath, you're like, wow, like, I could literally, like, from the city pollution to, like, out in the country, Canada, we have so many trees. There's so many trees, and it's like, there's so much nothing. That it's just natural wildlife and everything like that. That it's like you can clear up your lungs easily living out on the land. And Canada is beautiful, right? I think the reason why we're importing so many third world country people is because if you drive an hour out of any city in Canada. Well, I won't say any city. Toronto's big. I don't know how big Vancouver is. Probably drive a couple hours, all right. I don't know. It essentially is, you drive out. There's so much to be done. You could literally cut these trees down. There's a lot of trees to be cut. We can fuck up our land, right? So whenever someone says we're doing too much, take a car, maybe even a train ride out in the country. There's a lot of nothing. Right? Like, you drive, and it's just trees. And you try your best. You're up on top of them as high as you can, and you look, and there's trees, lakes, rivers, this and trees, and you're like, man, it'd be beautiful to add a McDonald's there. Right over there. There could be a Tim Hortons. Over there, we could build a parking lot. Big paradise. Put up a parking lot.